Hi, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. It is Friday, July 16th. I'm Ross Benjamin of RBWins.com. The gentleman on the other side of you, Mr. Hollywood, Paulie Chip Chirimbus from the A Play. Chipper, I hope you enjoyed your week of rest.
Well, it was actually 2 weeks, Ross. You'd be surprised. But I'd spent the 1 week in Las Vegas, the last week in New York, and I'm glad to be back in sunny Hollywood. And it's overwhelming here. It's so bright. I just can't tell you. But, it's great to be home. I'm in a comfort zone, but I had a great streak while I was out there. Before the All-Star break, my last 8 megabuck plays, and the last 7 days, I was only posting the single play, the A play, and I won them all. So I'm on a streak right now coming out, and Friday night looks like a winner, and we'll see what happens on our free game Saturday. And a very interesting play. I think we both are on the mark this weekend.
And Chipper, you could find his plays at chipwins.com. That's chipwins.com. You could find me at rbwins.com. My Major League Baseball 10-star top plays on the season, 19-7. And that includes winning my last 5. So as you can see, only 26 10-star top plays in Major League Baseball thus far. I'm very choosy when I give those plays out and rate them that high. And there's good reason. When you win at that rate, people become a lot more patient, right, Chip?
We have to be if you want to win.
Yeah, exactly right. So look, we're going to give you a free pick in Major League Baseball, each give you a free pick in Major League Baseball on the games taking place on the 17th, which is Saturday. Keep in mind, folks, these lines that we give you today are subject to change because we are taping 24 hours in advance. Chipper, I'm going to give you the honor of taking it away and tell the folks who you're going to use and how you're going to put money in their pocket.
Well, like you said, the lines right now, I've never seen so many, like you said, to be announced are undecided who are listing as pitchers, and we having to play a day ahead of time is very difficult to come up with something or decipher a game. I think I have one. I'm going Hollywood here. I'm going LA Dodgers. The Dodgers on the road at Colorado. Yeah, really, just going with their best. This Walker Buehler, 9-1, 2.36 ERA, right? And he was their best pitcher last year, too. Maybe his record didn't show it, but when you watch his dominance of walks to strikeout ratio, the Dodgers are number 3 in runs scored. They're going to get 9 at-bats in this game on the road. I know the Rockies are much better at home, but they got Chichi Rodriguez out there, and he's going to give up a ton of runs. His ERA is 5.5.
Chichi Gonzalez. Is it Chichi Gonzalez? Is it Gonzalez or Rodriguez?
I know. His name is Gonzalez, but he can play golf as well if he wants to, because it's not going to matter. He's going to get an early exit. He can play all the golf he wants. The Dodgers are number 2 in ERA in the league, and it's just a game where you're looking at the one team's best, and I just don't think the Rockies can measure up, even with putting a man on second base to start every inning. So I'm going to take the Dodgers here instead of laying the heavy price. We're going to lay a 1.5 and maybe $1.20, $1.25. Not quite our style, you know that, Ross. But we're really limited to what we can go at. We don't have lines on big games and big matchups. The bookmakers have been very conservative since the All-Star break, which I'm quite surprised because usually we know 2-3 days ahead of time who our starting pitchers are going to be. And it's just not coming this way in the second half so far. Maybe things will change, but it's been that kind of a year anyway, as it is.
Yeah, I mean, even prior to the All-Star break, a lot of big lines, right, Chip? I mean, it's almost like you can eliminate half the board when you look at it. And yes, if you have something real strong like the LA Dodgers play that Chip just gave out, you don't want to lay 230, folks. I mean, if you lose that game, you got to win 3 games just to be in the black to make that up. So he's going to lay the 1.5 with the LA Dodgers on the road at Colorado. And I'm going to take a look at the Seattle Mariners and the LA Angels game. Alex Cobb gets the start for the LA Angels, and he's quietly having a nice year, Chipper, especially at home where he's 5-1 and his team starts in the Big A, and with a 2.48 ERA and an 0.94 WHIP, which is pretty good numbers over 6 starts. Kikuchi gets the start for the Seattle Mariners. The left-hander has gone 0-5 in his last 5 team starts against the Angels, and that's all recently, since 5/30 of 19. So it's not like that's spread over the last 5 or 6 years, all recently. And in back when going 0-5, 11.17 ERA and a 2.29 WHIP. Those are just horrific numbers. The LA Angels have won 5 of their last 6 at home. And Seattle, we're going to touch upon this in another video that I would encourage you folks to watch. Seattle's one of those teams that I am going to look to fade in the second half, because I just don't see how it's sustainable for them to keep winning. I mean, they're 48-43, and I have no idea how. And we'll go over that. Again, we're going to be doing a video right after this, and it'll be up there for the next week or so, where me and Chip will give you a team we think that's overachieving and look to fade in the second half, and a team that's underachieved in the first half and will look to play on in the second half. So stay tuned for that. Any final words, Chip?
No, I happen to think you have the right side with the Angels here. This Alex Cobb finally feels like a major leaguer after pitching with the Orioles. He knows he has a chance to win every time he takes them out. I like your side.
Real easy to remember, folks. 2 teams from LA. Hollywood Chip Chirimbus is on the LA Dodgers -1.5 over Colorado. Ross Benjamin, yours truly. I'm on the LA Angels -122 over the Seattle Mariners on Saturday, the 17th of July. Until the next time, for Ross Benjamin and Chip Chirimbus, good luck, God bless, and take care, folks.